I get a frantic phone call from the charter company. That pump moves thousands of gallons of water per hour. Got 4 brand new trim tab actuators, electro tabs, got a new display. We are going to, again, clean up after another business or mechanic. They didn't troubleshoot it, and what they did was literally they cut these cords off, left them hanging outside the boat, and took safety wire and put the trim tabs up. Turns out that these trim tab actuators, because they either didn't know what they were doing or they didn't want to do it, they didn't troubleshoot it, and so the trim tab actuators that were on there were actually good, and all that was bad was this. But because they already cut some of them off, we have to replace them, and the owner said do all of them. So that's what we're going to do. So another cleaning up after another business job. Getting tired of this.
Take a nap because it's going to happen again.
He said take a nap. So I was just sent over here to get some video of this beauty. We've seen her before, but I'm not sure what all we're doing except for Matt just told us about those trim tabs. And I was going to show you what he was referring to on the boat here. Okay, I was having some difficulty with my GoPro, of course. Anyways, Matt can tell you a little bit more when I bring him over here later, but he had an appointment downtown, but you can see that this is the mess that he's talking about. We showed you this probably about 6 or 8 months ago when we had the boat hauled out then, but we couldn't get trim tabs because I believe that we had to have them special ordered in order to get them. So we need to replace all of this because you can see that the previous person cut that off, and it's a one whole side, but this side is good to go. But we're replacing all of it from what Matt said when we were just there at the office. I'm gonna get some new zincs for it too. They look like they're pretty worn down, and we will get this thing back in the water as soon as we can. I see Larry over there. He's working on another boat that we're doing here at the Boatyard. Let's go see what he's up to.
I prepared a leak in the exhaust tube, and I'm testing it for any leakage back into the engine room again.
The owner called us because he had a leak in there, right?
Yes, it was quite an adventure to find it as well.
Oh, okay, where is it?
This is a fiberglass exhaust tube that's connected into the muffler box. In there you see the metal box with the 2 tubes coming into it, and they're connected with a large silicone hose. And this area where the repair is, right there, was buckled in kind of in a triangular shape.
Yep.
And allowing kind of a scoop just to allow water right into the engine room, so that the silicone boot could not make a seal. Now I'm just going to test it with water and make sure that we're good to go.
Oh, cool.
Do a little bottom paint, and she's ready to go back in the water.
So I'm going to help Larry here. He's going up in the boat, and I'm going to be turning on the water and seeing if it leaks in his repair that he's working on down here. I'm trying to help Larry, and in me helping him, I've gotten soaked. Just checking to see if our repair is leaking. My arms and everything are all wet. It's going down. One side is going down.
One side is going down?
Yes.
Which side?
The left side.
And how about...
Yep, going down.
Both up?
Yep, both up. Both going up. Yep.
Both are going to go down at the same time.
Okay, both going down.
All right, that's what we want.
Okay, cool. We're done?
Oh, now I got to install the second control unit, but I'll get to that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I hope everything goes well. We've got the 72 is going in the water. Peter's over there now getting the shore power taken off and getting the swim platform put up. Going to put that in the water. They're going to take it back to the slip downtown, and en route, Peter's going to do op checks on all the systems we worked on, and also they're going to put the tender in the water and make sure that's working because the boat's going on a charter to the Tortugas coming up.
Oh, nice.
So we need to make sure that's all up and ready to go. These outboard lower stands, I've had these for years, and I like them a lot. They're a little bit light plastic, and they're starting to show their age. But the thing I like about them, and I'm not going to lift up the lower and show you, but they come apart. They just snap together. Like this piece comes out, the lower support piece comes out. See that? Comes out, and they collapse down to nothing. But my buddy Carlos, who's also my port supply rep, sent this. This is more of a heavy duty outboard motor stand that we're going to give a try. You can get it with wheels and without. Right now I decided to get it without. because that way we can put it in the back of the truck and it doesn't roll around. So we're going to give that one a try too. It is more heavy duty, so it could take more.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Peter's getting to go for a ride in the 72 today. You should have fun. Got to go and check all the systems like Matt had already mentioned this morning.
Pretty good. We got a couple issues, of course. One of the deck drains backed up into the head sink right here, in the day head. So we need to clean that all up and figure out if there's a clog in the T-fitting or something. Starboard Seakeeper is tripping out on high pressure, but we're going to reset it and see how it does when they're underway. If it doesn't fix itself, we're going to check the strainer and the seawater pump, make sure that's working. If that's not working, then Steve's going to get somebody down there tonight because the boat's going on charter tomorrow. All right, I don't have my camera with me, so we're on the phone. Please bear with me. We're going to go check on Peter and see what's going on here. So the starboard engine is hooked up to its own fuel tank. The port engine is hooked up to its own fuel tank. That engine won't run on the starboard tank. What Peter did was he tried back flushing the hose going into the fuel tank. Peter hooked the gas back up, primed it up, and it ran good for a few minutes. And then it struggled and died again, and then when it would not restart. So what we decided to do, because see these huge plates? This huge deck plate, all this right here, we would have to pull this up to get to the fuel tank. These people want to go home. So what Peter came up with is we're going to hook both engines up to the port tank, and hopefully that will then make the starboard engine run good. That will then, of course, cut their fuel supply in half, but they only have to make it to Miami. So I talked to the owner. You just need to make sure that if we do this, this is good for you and you have to stop and get fuel, you're going to stop and get fuel because I don't want them in the middle of the ocean running out of gas. So that's what we're doing. Okay, Peter's pumping up the primer ball and I'm going to go start the engine and see if it'll run. Ready? Okay. She seems to be running.
Yeah. So
right.
if she's gonna die, she's gonna die, and
Got it in neutral. Whoop. All right, well that one's running. Peter, I'm going to start the port one if that's okay. That one started right up. Let's put that in neutral, which is this button right here. Push that forward for me. Nice.
I died by this time already, so.
Yeah, I think we're good. Nice job, buddy.
Also, I did notice, if you look at that water separator that you can see from here,
Yeah.
that looks like brand new.
So somebody replaced that fuel water separator. Looks perfect. The one they didn't replace, way back in the corner there. I don't know if you can even see it. It's right here. And they did change this, of course, because it's way back there. I don't know why they would put it there. I don't know why they wouldn't put it right there like the other side. It's running. We're going to take a quick text video and send it to the client so he can see that it's looking good. All right, we've got both engines hooked up to the port tank. That's the starboard engine running. That's the port engine running. Yep, starboard ready.
Yep.
That's neutral. Peter said before when he did this, it just started right up and died. So
Yeah, it died like less than a minute into holding this.
Let's do that one now. That's now we're bringing the port one up in neutral. So that's running good. Okay. Now we're going to take these back to neutral. We got neutral. Wait till the RPMs. And we're going to shift the starboard. There's forward. It's in forward gear. Port side. There's forward. And there's reverse. One more time. Peter, bring those up for me.
Both?
Yep, both. I got the button. And that's both engines in neutral again. Beautiful. All right, man.
Yep, just keep your fuel in mind.
Keep your fuel tank full, my friend. All right, not working today. We are heading out. We're going to go south of the Marquesas to some spots. We're going to see what we can do. And yes, we got our life jackets on today. And my emergency equipment is right here. Okay, you ready?
Ready. Hopefully you don't catch the monster fish right now.
6.5 hours later.
We did okay. No catching. Over temp. You have smoke coming out, Matt. Oh, something plastic was around it. There's plastic right behind us, right there.
Oh, well, that's what did it. Hopefully we didn't burn up the water pump. Somehow we picked up a plastic bag. Great. Let's hope that it starts peeing. Oh my goodness. And we lucked out. Plastic bag. Almost. All right, let's get out of here. I'm calling it a day. We're going to look for some lobsters, I think.
Should we let it cool down for a minute?
No, it's best to let the water run.
Oh,
See,
to cool it?
Yeah.
Okay. No fish, so we're going to try for lobsters.
Let's see what happens.
You okay? We always kid about me getting to drag them. Help?
I think this all got picked over.
Okay.
So,
They gotta grow up bigger. But you caught one and it was too small?
yeah.
Matt said we have a whole freezer full because I just bought 20. So we wouldn't have to be out here doing this. It's fun though.
Fishing wasn't great, I can tell you that. And the lobsters I did see were all short, so I didn't get any. Beats work. Boy, we lucked out. We went to take off, and all of a sudden we had an overheat on the engine, and it wasn't tattletale, wasn't peeing. And come to find out, we had a bag covering up the intakes. So when I pulled the engine up, Carrie saw it float away. Got blessed there. That would have been ugly. That's one of the cons about having a single engine. You're stuck.
Stuck until help arrives.
That's right.
Cito.
Ceto. Yeah, we do have Ceto.
Yeah, we got a problem. Yep, big problem.
What a day. We just got back from probably one of the worst days of fishing I've ever had. But we had a great time out in the water. We did some exploring, but man, I don't know. It's a very full moon with a very high tide.
And very hot.
And very hot. The water temperature is scorching. And man, the fish did not want to bite. I mean, I tried chum. I tried drifting baits. Nothing worked. Anyways, I found some lobsters, but I didn't have the right net. I don't know why I didn't have the right net. I had all the other gear on board, but the wrong net. I did get one, but they were all shorts. I was feeling a little tired, so I just said, let's just wrap it up. So we headed back. Of course, as soon as we get home, I washed all my rods off. And you should wash when you're out. I come back, I wash all my rods with fresh water really well. And then what I'll do is I'll leave them out here overnight with the fan blowing on them, and then I'll put them back inside on the rack, unless we go fishing tomorrow. So anyways, we just got cleaned up. I'm getting ready to go to the pool because I'm all salty, and I was going to go for a dip. And I get a frantic phone call from the charter company for the 72 manifold for the saltwater air conditioning pump in the back of the boat broke. That pump moves thousands of gallons of water per hour, and thank God the bilge pumps kept up because we rebuilt the whole bilge pump system, and it kept up. But it flooded the stern thruster with salt water. It flooded the swim platform, which we just did a whole bunch of work to both of those. I don't know if it flooded it or under salt water. I got to check on. But anyways, the captain called me all tore up, and I just had to tell him, okay, well, shut that air conditioning system down. We're going to get on it first thing Monday morning. I'm going to send somebody over there and start assessing how much damage we have and what we all have to fix. We just launched the 72 Thursday. Everything was looking good and checking good, and then this pump manifold failed. It's this poor guy can't just get a break. Hopefully, we don't end up having to buy a new stern thruster or a whole new hydraulic power pack for the swim platform. If that stuff got under salt water, we will. That's it. I can tell you, but we'll assess the situation on Monday. Think long and hard before you buy a boat.
And you're trying to talk me into a big boat or a bigger boat.
We got a really good offer for trade-in value on our two boats, the Polar and the Whaler, because the Twin V dealer up the Keys got in a new unit and a new boat, and he wants to get it moved. So he was pretty aggressive with his offer to us. And for the kind of fishing that we like to do, it's
and we need another motor because look what happened to us today.
Oh yeah,
Almost had to call Cito.
Yeah, because that plastic bag got wrapped around our lower unit and it starved the water pump for water, and the engine overheated. Thank God it was just we weren't running hard, But now I'm thinking the smart thing to do now is to drop the lower unit and rebuild the water pump, because who knows if it got smoked, the impeller got smoked from being starved for water and got overheated and melted. Yes, it's Sunday morning. It's early. We are heading downtown to go take a look at 72-footer that the air conditioning pump failed on, kind of damage we have, and we're going to breakfast.
Look where we're headed. How's it, iced tea?
Good. I like my iced tea. Oh, we're going to go down here and check this out quick, and then I'll decide if I'm going to have Larry come down or not. Morning.
Early Sunday morning. It's quiet down here.
Yep. Oh, it's one of those solar-powered.
Silent yachts.
All right, let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, pipe fitting broke right off, so we're going to redo all this. Yeah, that got all full of salt water. At least the shore power transformer back there didn't get wet. That fitting broke right off. So instead of this configuration, we'll put a piece of hose and I'll mount the strainer on the bulkhead here somewhere or something. Let's make sure these nose pumps are working. Broken hose clamp there that rotted out. That's why I don't like these hose clamps like this. These slots, like this one's all corroded because they're made out of cheap metal. This one too. This one's already broken right there. That's why I like using these kind. They don't have the holes on them, so they don't corrode nearly as much. See about getting that fixed. I don't know if the stern thruster got done, but we'll check it. And we'll just hose. I'm not going to have anybody come down today. I don't think we need to. There was a switch right here somewhere for these lights. Oh, it's up here. Everything else looks okay. All right, quick recap. Not as bad as what I expected, so I'm happy about that. I'm going to call later and give them a quick brief on what we found. We'll get over here tomorrow, rinse everything off as best we can with salt off the electrical components so you can't really get them soaking wet. And then we'll spray it all with heavy duty corrosion inhibitor, do some op checks, make sure everything's working.
You can tell me how happy you are today that you had those bilge pumps all worked out.
Yep. All those bilge pumps we went through. Took quite a bit of work to get them all straightened out, but we did. And I'm happy about that for sure.
Looks like it was a rough night down here in Key West. We had a storm come through last night.
Yeah, looks like it was quite the storm. Thank God that when we had that 72 hauled out, that we went through the bilge pump systems and rebuilt a whole bunch of that and checked all of them. Every single float switch, every bilge pump. There's 8 or 10 bilge pumps on board. So there's the regular ones and there's emergency backups. Thank goodness we also put in the high water alarm went off because the air conditioning pump manifold failed. And thank goodness that was working because, you know, that pump pumps thousands of gallons per hour and it could have sank the boat. Retirement's looking good. I was going to the marina today, walked up to get some ice.
What time? 7:30 in the morning.
7:30 in the morning. I'm going to get some ice. We got the boat in the water. The guy's sitting on the bench and he's like, "Hey, Matt." And I'm like, "Oh, this actually happened 2 days in a row. Happened yesterday too when we took the boat over to the slip and dropped it off. Yeah, we do that ahead of time so that it's easy."
And both on the Navy base.
Yeah, on the Navy base. This guy walks up and he's like, "Hey, Matt, how you doing?" And I'm like, man, who are you? He's like, "I love your channel. I watch all the time. I'm a subscriber." And I'm like, man, thanks so much for watching. And then the very next day, the base again over at the marina, and I walk up to the shop to get some ice. Guy sitting there and he's like, "Hey, Matt, how you doing?" And I'm like, I'm sorry, do I know you? He's like, "No, but I love your videos. I watch all the time. I can't wait to see the next one." And we had a conversation, and then a Navy guy was sitting there next to him, and he's like, "Oh, you have a YouTube channel and you fix boats?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "What's your channel?" And I said, "We'll fix that." He's like, "Oh, let me look this up because we just bought this boat." Of course, then he says, "Can you come take a look?" And it's
Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's Saturday morning. You know, we're just trying to get on the boat and go fishing. You know, the guy was really nice, and a couple of issues he's got to take care of, but he got a nice boat and didn't spend a lot of money on it. So we told him what he needs to do. And I'm out of business cards because I gave business cards away. And those two guys also, they want to come to the shop next week and buy shirts. So I told them where it was at. And I said, "Well, that's my wife's department, but we'll see what happens." So they want to come to the shop and see what's going on. thanks for watching. As always, our channel is We'll Fix That. We fix mainly boats. We do a little bit of side stuff like fishing, but other things like that too. We're looking for a project. If you have an old engine that won't start, send us an email. We will check it out, and maybe if you could put some pictures on the email, that would help too. And if it's something we're interested in or think we can help you, we'll be back in touch.